Hi, welcome back. This is an instruction video on how to oil the Singer 114W120. First, you'll need to remove the cover from the machine. We will see a lot of parts here. We'll start in the corner. Between the main body and the wheel, you will find a shaft with one small hole where you need to oil. As you're coming across, you'll find this post that runs down the arm of the machine. Up in there is a small hole, oil that one, and the pin a little further to the left. This is when the machine is disengaged, as you'll see. I have this system disengaged, the machine disengaged. You'll also need to oil the gully, the small hole in the die block, and along where the springs are. Be generous with oil. I know there's going to be a bit of oil on the machine, but this makes sure that your machine is going to last a long time, trouble-free. You'll need to oil all of the gears, anything that's got teeth on it. So as we come further to the left, we see 3 gears here. Give them a good oiling. These are very hard working gears just here. There's 3 of them. If I move the handle, you'll be able to see them. So 1, 2, 3 facing each other. There's a hole in there. It needs to also be oiled quite heavily. Even where the gears touch into the body, those points also need to be oiled, as well as where rods are going in through the casting of the body. This is indicated as black areas, so you'll be able to find those quite easily, wherever the rod passes through. That even means down here, oil should naturally drip down once you have oiled heavily up here. You'll also need to oil the clip stop system behind, just so that this can move. As I'm pulling my handle down, you'll see this moves, so that that can move freely and never get jammed. Okay, across the top we'll find other oiling holes. You don't need to worry about this one if you have opened the cover and oiled this area properly. You'll find another one here which needs to be oiled heavily, one at the front which needs to be oiled lightly, another one along the top further to the left which needs to be oiled quite heavily, and another one further left quite heavily. This is what I refer to as the face of the machine. This is the silver area here where it connects to the black. Behind the face to the right there is a series of L configurations. This applies to all of the chain stitch machines. You'll need to get in there and oil as heavy as you can. In this model there are gears, there are the L's, which are riding against an egg-shaped design. If you already have a chain stitch machine, you'll be familiar with what I'm telling here. Coming further to the left, you'll find either a U-shaped cutout or a circle where you need to oil into as much as you can. What we are trying to do as we come further to the front of the face, this main pipe running down the front, there is a slit in the side and we need to get some oil into there, because these lower pipes are connecting into the upper pipes and friction is being caused and needs to be oiled. To assist us further with this, we come to the top of the screw here, the large one. It is actually a dish top screw, which indicates we need to oil that quite heavily. The oil will seep through quite fast and oil through this pipe for us as well. As we come up on the machine, we'll need to put a little bit of oil into there. Even though this particular model has a bearing, we still need to assist it and make it last as long as it can by oiling it. We'll need to oil here, down there, a little bit of oil. I always work from the top because oil will naturally seep down and assist me with oiling the machine. Again, as I'm coming down, I'm finding one of the big teeth gears here, oil that, as well as its corresponding gear underneath. In this particular model, there is another gear hidden behind the large one that this adjoins to. So we need to get the oiling tip to touch the face. So this is the face. We need to touch the face of the machine and oil heavily under there. This will assist with movement from the handle. As we come down further, both sides of the stitch length tab block, as well as the stitch length tab, it will leak down into here, but we may want to put a little bit of assistance there, just where that cutout is. And then further down, we should have, there we are, lots of dripping starting to happen now from the top. This will help keep all of these lower parts lubricated. You may need a little bit on this gear on the outside. When we did the dish at the top here at the front, we had exactly the same identical dish on the back, which we need to oil as well. This relates to your foot pressure. Be generous, wait for it to seep through. It could take a few minutes for that oil to seep through the foot system. Of course, once we're done, we will do this process underneath the machine as well, not in the video, but I think you understand now. Any of the teeth gears, any of the rods which are moving in and out of cast pieces. So in the upper case of the body, it will be painted black. In the lower, it will be a silver type color, but check for any rods that are passing, any moving parts or two pieces of metal touching together. Those are the pieces that need to be oiled. Replace your cover, of course. Once oiled, there will be, and I need to warn, there will be excessive oil on the bed of the machine, as well as when we go to start running the machine. I always keep a cotton rag to be able to clean up excess oil that may be dripping that's not needed. That was just excessive oil. But at least I know I'm protecting my machine when I'm oiling heavily. When you go to start the machine, oil may try to spit out from these, the front one and the back one, the dish screws. So just be cautious of what you've got behind, around, or even the clothing that you are wearing, that it will be okay with those oil marks. Now in certain circumstances where parts have been replaced, we will change from normal sewing machine oil. For this particular machine, I have changed 3 of the gears, these 3 hard working gears here. I have filled this with mustard seed oil. This will assist, it's an orange yellow oil, this will assist with polishing off any small burrs, any tiny variations. It will not wear the parts down, it will simply polish them up. So in parts where the machine has been adjusted, let's say for example you accidentally loosened this screw, or the machine has a loose screw and you push the gear back down, it may need some mustard oil onto there to free it back up, because we may have over tightened it a fraction. Enjoy.